RBI for New York Mets baseball. Kansas City Royals and the New York Mets. 0-1 to Jared Young. That is going to miss low, 1 ball and 1 strike. I did think that that was a strike, but the umpire did not call it a strike. He called it a ball. Mets are facing Michael Wacha. He is right now the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be hit towards right field. Nobody's going to catch that one. And that's going to hit the wall. And that's going to be an RBI double. And the Mets are going to tie up the game right now. Let's go Mets. Mets get even right now. RBI double by Jared Young. And the Mets get themselves even in this game. That ball was in, but not in enough. Jared Young was able to get to it. Almost took it out. A few feet away from being out. But nonetheless, we take that RBI double. And the Mets get themselves even in this game. Let's go Mets. Here is Mark Vientos. He's batting right now. First pitch to Vientos is going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. That first pitch slider for Vientos, it is very, very tough for him. Very, very tough for him. Very, very tough. Very, very tough. Hitting 211, 11 home runs, 35 RBIs. Here is the 0-1 pitch to Vientos. Inside, and it hits him on the fingers. Vientos is really hurt, though, right now, though. Really, really hurt right now, Vientos is. Got him on the right hand. He did not swing. He checked his swing. The call is no swing, hit by a pitch. That hurts a lot. That's that spot where getting hit is, that's a tough spot to get hit at, honestly. Very, very tough spot to get hit with the baseball. A fastball that just rides in on you. Let me take a look at it. Ooh. It got the backhand, the backhand. Ooh, that hurts a lot. That hurts a lot right there. I hope he's all right. He's walking to first base right now, so I believe he is going to be okay. But 100%, that one hurts right there. That one hurts a lot. To get hit in that spot right there, it is not easy at all. Whew, and that's the price you pay as a baseball player when you are not going to flail. You know, if a pitch is in and tight on you, you can stay in there. You could stay in there, or you can, you can bail. And he didn't bail. He stood in there, and his hand, paid the price. That hurts right there. That hurts a lot right there. Man, that hurts a absolute lot right there. Absolutely no joke how much that hurts right there. That hurts a lot, folks. A lot. All right, Brett Baty's up right now, and he has an 8-game hitting streak. 4 RBIs, hitting 300 during that span. Here's the first pitch to Brady. That's going to miss high, 1 ball, and no strikes. Here's the 1-0 to Brett Baty. Strike 1. Nice pitch right there. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. All right, 2 balls, 1 strike to Brett Baty. Here it is. Baty, skies it to shallow center field. That ball got in on him just enough, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. The 9-hitter now is coming up, Luis Torrens. He is coming up right now. Let's see if he can have one of those professional at-bats. One of those professional at-bats. get the Mets another run. It's 2 outs, so runners will be off on contact. Let's see if they're able to do it right there. Here is the first pitch coming up to Luis Torrens. He's 3 for 6 versus Waka. Torrens takes a ball low, 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes right now. That's the count. Look, folks, after this game, depending on at 4 p.m., we're going to be going for France and Morocco. We're going to be going to that game. A 1-0. That's going to be in there. Strike one, 1 ball, and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike right now. That's the count. The Mets came into this bottom second. They were trailing 1-0, and they get themselves even 1-1 right now. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be in there. Strike 2. Emdadi is here. What's going on, Emdadi? New York Mets fan is here. Let's see who else. The series has been a good one. Yeah. First game, I'm just disappointed the Mets lost that first game after scoring 12 runs. But they managed to get a win yesterday. I hope they could win as well. 1-2. Torrens strikes out. Yeah, that was strike 3. It's a really good pitch. End of the inning. So Waka gives up the 1 run, but Mets are not able to get any more. We are going now to the top of the 3rd inning. Top of the 3rd inning, 1-1. And let's see here. Shout out to all of you that are with us right now on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube, wherever you're watching us from. We got people on Twitch with us. We got people also on Facebook with us. I appreciate you being here, representing, helping this channel to continue to grow. Thank you all so much for the support you give to this channel, to this work. So yeah, we're live right now. This is the New York Mets 94th game of the season. The Mets record right now, very disappointingly, the Mets record is 39-54. If they win this game, they will move to 40 and 54, 14 games under 500. And look, as I've always said, it's a tough time. We got Matt. Matt is here. What is going on? Stephen Curry is also here. Yeah, 1-1. Let's go. There's a lot of other MLB games going on right now. Not Max Scherzer, but Justin Verlander has announced that at the ending of this season, he will be retiring. So in the MLB, we got the Braves got 3 right now. Pirates got 2 in the 4th. Mets and Royals are tied 1 apiece. The Rays are up 1-0 over the Yankees in the 3rd. Cubs and Orioles are scoreless in the 1st. Cubs are threatening though. Guardians and Twins are also scoreless. And we have some other games that haven't started that will be starting very, very soon in this game. So, yeah. World Cup is going on, bro. Juro Zaklan. Well, the game starts at 4 p.m. Wow. Something happened. Oh, okay. Vientos got taken out of the game. Yeah. Vientos got taken out of the game because he got hit on the hand. And AJ Ewan is playing second base, folks. AJ Ewan. First pitch. It's going to miss. 1 ball, no strike. So AJ Ewan's playing he's playing first right now. Wow. Second base, sorry. 1-0 pitch. Strike 1. 1-1. Sean Manaea's pitching. His first pitch of the game was a solo home run to lead off the game. Happy for Ewan's first leadoff home run. Seth, I agree. He's looking really, really good. Tyrone Taylor's at center field. 1-1. Strike 2. Tyrone Taylor's a center fielder now. And yes, Juro, I will be doing the World Cup game at 4 p.m. Unfortunately, I just can't do the whole game because of baseball today. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be hit foul. France, Morocco, what you think's taking it? 0, I'm going to go with France is going to take it. And one of my reasons why, there's some tough news for Morocco. Morocco star Saibari to miss quarterfinal. How about that? Morocco star Saibari to miss the final. That's gonna miss high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Morocco will be without forward Ismail Saibari for their World Cup quarterfinal. Sabari was replaced in some discomfort in 22 minutes into the match when Morocco played Canada. So, yeah, MRI, and the strain is not severe, but enough to keep him out of the competition. So, I got France. Morocco's playing good, though. I agree. I got France, though. Here's a 2-2 pitch. That's going to be fouled away. Vientos out for the nah, come on, Raymond. Come on now. That hurts a lot to get hit here. Ooh, shout out to Rio for the follow. I appreciate you, Rio, following the channel. Here's a 2-2 pitch. That's gonna be fouled back again. All 5 refs are Argentinian, and Argentina doesn't want to face France. No comments. No comments. That's all I can say is no comments. No comments. But here's a 2-2 pitch. That's gonna be popped up. Foul, out of play again. You know I'm right. I just realized that I could potentially be the last time we've seen Mark Vientos. It could be. 2-2 pitch. Rounded. Hits a Bichette. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. You know I'm right. No, 100%. But, yeah. They're showing Vientos' hand, and it was swelling. They're going to get ice on it. That hurts. Take them for x-rays as well. Wow. Juro Zachlin, I appreciate you for the follow. Look, folks, 28 28 more followers on TikTok. 28, and we're going to reach 1,800 followers. Strike one on YouTube. We are up to right now 814 subs. We are getting closer to 900, and then 1K. 0-1 pitch. That is going to miss inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 9-hitter right now, Meili, is hitting at the moment. We got E.G. Berto here. Eliseo is here. Ooh, that's going to be fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'll be back at 4 p.m. for the World Cup. 100% Jiro. Look, I will be doing the World Cup at 4. But, folks, literally, I got maybe 20 minutes of the game. I'm a baseball coach, and I got practice today. I'm going to have to head out. Misses inside 2-2. So, I will be doing a 20 minutes max 30, but more 20 minutes. Seth is here. Matt is here. Gallero is here. Here's a 2-2 pitch to the 9-hitter Meili. That's going to be fouled back, and we're going to do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes right now. Shout out to all of you that are with us on Facebook, that are with us on Twitch, that are with us on YouTube. I appreciate all of you being here and representing right now. Here is the 2-2 pitch coming to the 9-hitter again. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Sean Manaea gets a strikeout, and that is going to be the 2nd out of the inning. 2nd out of the inning. 2 outs right now. Sean Manaea has retired 5 in a row. That's a really the pitch was never a strike, but it definitely had a lot of movement on it, that pitch. A lot of movement on it. Lane Thomas, first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. He swings at the first pitch again, but that one was a swing and a miss. Here is Lane Thomas, actually, he's been on fire lately. Last 7 games, hitting .435. That's going to be in there too. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Manaea's a strike away from getting out of this inning. Mets, after this game, they have a 3-game set with the Boston Red Sox and then the All-Star break. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Joe, New York Mets is here. Frank is here. Martin. Arrow Taylor is here. Matt is here. 1-2 pitch. That's hit pretty well to left field. But Soto's right there to make the play. End of the inning. We also got the New York Mets fan. So 1-2-3 inning for Sean Manaea. He's retired 6 in a row. And right now we are going to go to the bottom of the 3rd. Mets are hitting. Let us see here. Some scores around the MLB as well. Braves are still up. No, excuse me. Braves are still up, yes. But now they're up 5-2 over the Pirates. The Yankees get even. It's now 1-1, and the Yankees have a runner at third base, and they're trying to get themselves how you call it, a lead right now. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're at a commercial break for the Mets game. The Yankees right now, it's 1-1, and Grisham is up. Yankees have a runner at third base right now. You doing the World Cup? Joe, New York Mets. Look, I'm gonna be here at 4, but I'm gonna literally do 20 minutes of the World Cup because unfortunately, not unfortunately, but a little bit, I have baseball practice coaching wise, so I'm not gonna be able to, I'm not gonna be able to do the whole game. Tomorrow, I should definitely be able to do the whole game though, of Spain versus Belgium. Shout out to Brown is here, Joe, New York, Frank, Martin, New York Mets fan, got it. Yep. So I won't be able to. I really wish I could, but unfortunately I won't. So I'm here at least for right now though. Mets are at a commercial break. Yankees are tied 1-1 with the Tampa Bay Rays, and they have a man at third base. Trent Grisham is up right now. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Trent Grisham. That's going to miss inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. All right, we're back at the Mets game right now. And AJ Ewing is leading off the inning. And look, I do agree AJ Ewing should be the Mets leadoff hitter over Benj. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back, strike 1. AJ Ewing, we got Seth saying go Denmark. Wow, Denmark, shout out to you. Let me see here. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That's a really good pitch by Michael Walker right there. No balls and 2 strikes. We got Blake is here. Shout out to all of you right now. Look, I want to take a look at the Mets schedule to see when Pete Alonso is coming back. Benj fouls that ball away. Pete Alonso and the Baltimore Orioles are projected. They're coming to New York. I don't think it's now. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Waka strikes out Benj. So when do the Orioles come to New York? I think it's actually September. Yeah, it's September. The Baltimore Orioles come to New York on the 14th, 15th, and 16th of September. After the Mets have that Subway Series with the Yankees. Ball 1 to Juan Soto. But yeah, so the Mets, Pete Alonso comes back to Citi Field September 14th, 15th, and 16th. 0-1 to Soto. Misses high, 2 balls, and no strikes right now. Mets finish off this season as well with the Texas Rangers and then the Washington Nationals. They finish off the season like that with those 2 teams. Stephen Curry, what was your last comment? Here's the 2-0 pitch. 2-0. Misses 3-0. The one about Mark Vientos, that it could be the last time we see him. I did see that one. Dodgers go to Citi Field soon too. I agree. Seth, they definitely do. Soto's at a 3-0 count right now. He's definitely going to have the green light. 3-0. Oh, boy. That was a ball, but the umpire calls it a strike, and Soto decides not to challenge it. We got Taya is here. We also got Seth, Joe, New York Mets. Blake is also here. Shout out to all of you. We are going to be doing the World Cup at 4 p.m. Eastern time. 3-1 pitch to Soto. Soto takes a ball low, and that is going to be a 1-out walk. Soto draws a walk. We got Mr. Highlights. Let's go Mets. Hey, 100% in the good and the bad. Jay Money is here. What's going on, Jay Money? Mr. Highlights. Cobb is here. Errol Taylor's here. Look, shout out to my Brooklyn Nets. Igor Demon. I'm excited. Here's the first pitch right now to Bo Bichette. Inside and tight. 1 ball, no strikes. Can't wait for the September 11th series, bro. I agree. 100% agree. AJ Ewing, low key, my favorite player aside from Juan right now. And Benj. I'm happy with Benj right now. 1-0 pitch. Here it is. Bichette hits it hard to the second baseman, fields it cleanly, and they make the turn and they get the double play. So that ball was hit really hard by Bichette, but a great defensive play at second base. And they turn the double play. We are going to the fourth inning right now, tied 1-1. Look, AJ Ewing right now, though, I don't know if you know, Mr. Highlight. AJ Ewing's playing second base. Mark Vientos was playing third base, but he got hit by a pitch here, and they had to take him out the game. So they had to put Tyrone Taylor in center, Beatty at third, and put AJ Ewing at second base for the first time. So that's an interesting one. And that's interesting because AJ Ewing, how can I say, AJ Ewing with Robert Jr. coming back, AJ Ewing, for me, you cannot take this guy out of the lineup, You can't do that, in my opinion. You got to let him play. You got to let him play. Yeah, you got to let him play. So the Yankees actually do get themselves a lead. The Yankees now lead the game 2-1, and they still only have one out in the inning. Only one out in the inning. We have the Red Sox and White Sox that still have to play. Folks, give me a moment. I'm gonna be off of the camera and the mic just for a minute. Give me a moment. I have an important phone call. I'm good, folks. Just an important phone call real fast. My bad about that. I'm gonna be with you all just one more moment. The Royals do take themselves a 2-1 lead, home run by Bobby Witt. Folks, we're back. My bad about that. Had to take an important phone call real fast. But yes, while I was gone, Bobby Witt Jr. hit a solo home run to re-give the Royals to retake the lead. Let me see some comments. AJ Ewing is better, huh? Nets time for Mo Wagner. Yup, I'm excited for that. MT collects. What's going on? And New York Mets fan said Ewing needs to play every day. I agree. We could DH Ewing and have Polanco play first base when Robert comes back. We could, but AJ Ewing needs to be playing the field. Honestly. You're covering my Royals, laugh a lot, although you know I know you like the Mets. MT collects, you already know. Let's go Mets. Soccer is the most popular sport. It is. Strike one to Carson Bench, or strike two actually. Our one good player, bro. Bobby Witt is very good. Granddaddy is here. 0-2. That's hit pretty well to left field, but not that well. Left field is there. That's gonna be the first out of the inning. Granddaddy's here. What's going on? I appreciate the rose. J-Rod is here. I appreciate you sending a heart. I'll be back later. Sounds good. See you later, J-Rod. I'm only gonna be here till about 4:20. I'm gonna do the first 20 minutes of the World Cup, and then I'm gonna have to get off for the sake of baseball coaching today. Alvarez is up right now, but shout out to J-Rod and Granddaddy. Ball one to Alvarez. We got Making Bank. Was low-key hoping that call was oh boy, 1-0 pitch. Making Bank says, was low-key hoping that call was to cancel practice. Laugh out loud. Want you to stream the whole game. I'm gonna be honest. I want to live stream the whole game as well too. 1-1 pitch. Alvarez takes a strike. 1-2. I ain't gonna lie. I want to live stream the whole thing too, Making Bank. I ain't gonna even lie. But unfortunately, Alvarez is challenging this, and it's a strike. Telling you, man, these guys don't know the strike zone for the Mets, man. Yeah, and that's the problem. You got to think about your team, and they're not. They're selfish. That's what just Gary Cohen just said. 1-2, and Alvarez swings at that same garbage. You challenge the strike call, and then you swing at garbage. Jeez, man. 2 outs, man. You challenge a strike that was completely a strike, and then you swing at that garbage. My goodness, man. Brandon is here. Good afternoon. I'm all right, Brandon. How are you? I hope all is well with you. Strike one to Jared Young. Multitask. They made white updates. Huh. Trust me, I want to. I'm not gonna be home. That's gonna be fouled back. 0-2. Trust me, I really want to do the France game and Morocco, the whole game. Tomorrow, though, Belgium and Spain, I should be able to do the whole game. Saturday, I should be able to do both games as well. Sunday, no World Cup. Monday, no World Cup. Then we got Tuesday, 0-2. Misses low. Then we got Tuesday and Wednesday. It's a good chance I will do both of those games, though. And Tuesday, we got the MLB All-Star game. And Monday, we also got the Home Run Derby. Fouled away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sorry, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Ramones is here. Edwin, New York Mets fan. Seth, Granddaddy. Do you still plan on doing the McGregor fight this Saturday? Look, all right. Who challenged it? Francisco Alvarez, everybody's favorite Met that does nonsense. 1-2 pitch. That's gonna be a ball. 2-2. Okay. Do you look? What time is the McGregor fight, Connor? Because that's a tough one. We got Saturday World Cup at 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. And the World Cup probably not going to finish till 11 o'clock at night. And that's Switzerland versus Argentina. That's a tough one right there. Here's a 2-2 pitch right now. Jared Young hits it to right center. But that's going to end the inning. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Mets. We are going now to the 5th inning. Mets trail 2-1. Okay, Conor McGregor's fight. Oh, my goodness. I'm seeing Saturday, 9 p.m. welterweight main event. Is this fight guaranteed going to start at 9 p.m.? Is it? And yeah, happy birthday to him. I'm going to be back in like 15 minutes. I hope the Mets score, do something. I agree, Stephen Curry. Frank the Tank, yeah, he goes hard. So making bank. Is the fight of Conor McGregor going to start exactly at that time? So what was the challenge was? It was a strike. It was a strike. He challenged that the strike zone is here, let's say here, and he challenged that right here. It hit here, right in the corner. He challenged it. But it was a low leverage moment. So it ended up being that. So, okay, starts at 9 p.m., but he probably won't actually fight until like 11 p.m. All right, look. So what I'm going to have to do on Saturday, it's going to be really tough. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to have a double stream. I'm going to have to put split screen. And where is McGregor's fight even going to be at? Conor McGregor next fight, where to watch? Let me see here. Where to watch that at? It is going to be on... Okay, in the U.S., it's going to be on Paramount Plus. Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair right there. For residents in Canada, it's going to be streamed on Sportsnet. All right. All right. That's fair. That's fair right there. So that's the only tough thing about the fights. They announce a time, but you don't know exactly. And McGregor's fight, that fight could end like that. That's going to be a ball. I mean, a swinging and fouling back, strike one. So I'm going to have to see how to do that, honestly. Because I would like to watch that fight. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. 0-2. 100%. Starts. Yeah. I'm going to have to see. And he's fighting UFC, right? Yeah. UFC schedule. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Manaya gets a strikeout. UFC schedule. Okay, so the UFC schedule this coming Saturday. The first fight is going to be Corey Sandhagen. That's going to be grounded to Manaya, and he's going to make the play. It's going to be two quick outs. So yeah, bantamweight Corey Sandhagen versus Mario Batista. The co-main event, Benoit St. Denis versus Paddy Pimblett. And then the main event is Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. Making bank, who's the favorite in this match? Who's the favorite in it, by the way? So we got 2 outs in this inning. Here's the first pitch of Tolbert. Shows bunt. It's going to be outside. 1 ball and no strikes right now. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Here is the 2-0 pitch coming. Manaea's 61 pitches in the 5th inning is something that we haven't seen for a while. 2-0. Hit up the middle. AJ Ewing able to get to it, but there's going to be no chance to throw him out there. Infield single. He had a lot of range there, honestly. A lot of range there from AJ Ewing. So, yeah. What I was going to say there. All right, here's the 9-hitter, Maile, first pitch. That's going to be fouled back, strike 1. Strike 1 right now. We're in the top of the 5th inning, folks. Top of the 5th inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now to the 9-hitter, Maile. Oh, Sean almost picked him off. If he would have had a good throw, he would have had him. If Manaea would have made a good throw, he would have had him. Ooh, did he still get him? He may have still got him. I don't think the Mets are going to challenge it. He's out. Wow, he did. He's out. Mets got him. That's going to be the ending of the inning. This is going to get overturned. Even though it was a bad throw, Sean Manaea is able to pick him off. So that's going to be the ending of the inning there, folks. That is going to be the ending of the inning there. Good job by Sean Manaea there. Yep, runners out. Call is confirmed. Really good job right there. Really good job to get that out right there. That's the ending of the inning. So we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning, folks. Mets still lead this game. Mets still trail this game now 2-1. Let's see if they can make a way, to get out of trouble and make a rally and get themselves a lead, because this Mets team they need to win these games. These are the games that they just gotta win, in my opinion. Mets cannot be losing this team. Mets cannot be losing these games. These are games that you just gotta win if you're a Mets. If you're the team of the Mets, you gotta win these games. But nonetheless, folks, we're going. This game's been going pretty fast. Only about an hour and 6 minutes into the game, and we are already at the middle of the 5th. So the game has definitely been going. And making bank. Max is the favorite, but what chances do you give Conor McGregor? I honestly want to watch the fight just because of my reaction and being able to post my reaction after. But it's going to be tough with the World Cup. Now, if the FIFA World Cup, Argentina versus Switzerland, if it's not a close game, it makes it a little easier. But if it's a close game, so then that makes it really, really tough. But we're going to have to find a way how we can make it work. I'm going to have to see how I can make that work. 100% see how I can make that work. Let us see here. Right, there we go. Let me see there. All right, yep. We are live there. Let me just double check there. So I have a poll right now on YouTube. Should the Mets sell at the deadline? 67% are saying 100% yes. 17% are saying depends what they get. And also 17% say no. Add to the team and make a run. Woof. That's an interesting one right there. That is an interesting one. We got Michael Cepeda here. Can someone tell me why Brett Baty is sitting after he got a big hit yesterday? He's not sitting. Brett Baty's playing. Brett Baty's playing third base. Here's the first pitch to Tyrone Taylor. Fouls it back. That's going to be a strike. Where can I apply to work in the Mets front office? Because how do these guys get jobs? Yeah, he's playing. He's playing third base. Brett Baty was playing second base, but Vientos got injured because the ball hit him here. So they put AJ Ewing at second. 0-1. Taylor takes a ball low, 1-1. Who should I pick in this game? Or are you talking about the World Cup? Julian. Homer calling it. I like it, Jackson. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a home run. 1-1. Misses high, 2 balls and 1 strike. You know it. Let's go Mets. We got Yair here. Mikel Brown. I'm telling you, man. I liked what I saw. And Igor, 2-1. That ball's hit pretty well. Deep to left field. And it's gone. Oh, snap. Jackson. It's Jackson calls it that we're going to get a home run. And he called it right. A solo home run by Tyrone Taylor. And we are now back even at 2-2. Wow, the Mets get themselves back even. How about Tyrone Taylor? How about Tyrone Taylor? It's 2-2 right now. Okay, Tyrone Taylor's earning himself some playing time. He hit 2 home runs in Atlanta, hits a home run here. How about that? First pitch to Beatty. Strike 1. Who should I pick? I did think the Mets will find a way to win the series. Let's go Mets. You already know, New York Mets fan. Yair. Strike 2. Swinging. I really can't. You know, one thing though, Yair, for me to watch the Nets this season, I'm going to probably have to get the NBA League Pass. These past years, I would not buy League Pass because I'm not going to pay for the Nets, you know, with how bad they've been. I'm not going to pay for a subscription to watch that. But, yeah, 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. Good as to his trade value. We can get a middle prospect for Tyrone Taylor, huh? Look, Tyrone Taylor, I don't think he's somebody. 1-2. I would like Tyrone Taylor, somebody I would actually keep. I like Tyrone Taylor as our 4th outfielder. 5th, our 3rd, a starter? No. But our 4th outfielder, I like Tyrone Taylor. I do. I would keep him. Me too. Yeah, Yair is slow. There's no chance I was going to pay for that. The last year, this year I may do it. Vixen, you know it. France versus Morocco. Folks, look, for the World Cup, I will be live for the first 20 minutes. Making Bank is disappointed. He was hoping I was getting a phone call that practice was canceled, but I have baseball practice. 2-2. That's hit hard by Brett Beatty. That's going to be a base hit. So Brett Beatty now has a 9-game hitting streak. All right, Brett Beatty. Yeah, so I'll be doing 20 minutes of the World Cup. And yeah, but look, before NBA season, we got to talk about the Jets, NFL season. Look, the NFL season is going to be maybe tough. The Thursday games, I definitely want to live stream those games. The Thursday night, the Monday night football games, definitely want to live stream those. And, you know, I got to see as well the national cover game, like Thanksgiving games. Misses high, 1 ball, no strike to Terrence. I mean, Tyrone Taylor's a good depth to have him on the bench. I've only bring him back to the team friendly deal if we don't trade him. Exactly. And that's what he's going to get. I don't know if another team will give him more. Terrence swings and misses. Strike 1, 1-1. Conor McGregor. Conor beat him once. I think he can do it again. Excuse me. It'll be interesting to see what's his name? To see him get that win. Can you imagine he gets that win? Can you imagine he gets it? Let's see here. Here's the 1-1 pitch right now coming up to Torrens. He's going to foul it back, and that is going to be a foul ball. Let's do this here real fast. Just going to go there. Hey, when is the New York Mets playing tomorrow? They play tomorrow 7-10. They play the Boston Red Sox. Are you restoring NFL in August? I don't know if I will be. That's going to be hit the other way. Terrence. Oh, nice play by the right fielder. And he's going to make the throw. That's a nice play there. Nice play there. Almost had a chance to double up Beatty, but wasn't able to double him up. And that is going to be first out of the inning. Mets are going to have the top of the order now with A.J. Ewing coming up. What was I going to say here? I was going to say something right now. Yeah, I would keep him. Okay, look, in August, I don't think I'll be doing NFL like preseason games. To be honest, I don't think so. Beatty runs and he steals it. Ooh, he did get in there. Wow. Brett Beatty steals the base and it's a ball. So let me see the replay. Yeah, he got in there. Wow. So yeah, I don't think, huh? I don't think I'll be getting the NFL preseason, but the season definitely I want to live stream games. My live streaming officially started in January. The playoff games, 2 NFL playoff games and a Super Bowl, filed away 1-1. I did the Bills versus the Broncos. I did also the Seahawks versus the Rams, and then I did the Super Bowl. So I did those 3 games for the NFL, and that's where from NFL I went then to the World Baseball Classic, and from the World Baseball Classic, NBA and all these other things. 1-1 pitch. Ewing has himself a base hit. Beatty the third, he's gonna be held up there. Yeah, he threw it on the fly. So Caglione may have the best arm in baseball from right field. He has a really strong arm out there. Really strong arm. Yeah, Beatty wasn't going to score there. But Ewing gets himself a base hit. Nice. It's just what I'm talking about. It's just that approach. No need to, force that. No need. No need. No need to like try to do too much. Just putting the bat on the ball. That's what I'm talking about there. Ewing has been so good. Hey, he definitely has been. It's been really, really good. Sucks Mark. Okay, wait. Julian said I put 100 on the Mets now. Hey, they better not disappoint. Sucks Mark Vientos got hurt, not because he helps the team or is he good, because it hurts his trade value. It does. But hey, prayers up to him. I hope he's all right. And yes, Ramon is he's been doing really good. Sean says, good day to you. Are you carrying you football today? We dependent on you for football commentary. Sean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's tough times. Look, I am gonna start the World Cup game at 4 p.m. I'm gonna start it. But the position that I'm at right now, I am a baseball coach. So I have practice today and the drive is more than an hour. So I'm not gonna be able to do the whole game. I'm gonna probably do literally like 20 minutes of the World Cup. Soto's up right now though. First and third, a Mets chance to get a lead. Soto takes a strike. He's gonna challenge that. Wow. That may be a strike. It may be a strike. Soto's challenging it though. Yep. Mets have no more challenges for the rest of the game. Making Bank said hashtag cancel practice. Man of the word back in 15. Stephen Curry. Mets get it tied. And now they're trying to take a lead. Soto did challenge the first pitch, but it was a strike. Mets have no more challenges when the bottom of the 5th. 0-1 pitch to Soto now. He's not going to get a pitch to hit. Nah, yeah, he didn't. 1-1. No way you can give him a pitch to hit there. No way you can give him a pitch to hit there. Look, the only thing that could help baseball practice. All right. Look, this could help baseball practice. Making bank. That right there could help. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Soto pops it up, and that's going to get out of play. This is the only thing that can help baseball practice. It's raining. It may rain more, and the practice could get pushed indoors. If the practice gets pushed indoors, I have a little more time to do the game. Not the whole game, though. But, hey, I got to be faithful to the team, and I got to be there for them, Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. Soto, oof. Takes a ball outside. 2-2. 2-2 right now. Can the Mets get themselves a lead? We got divine pieces here. Julian, Chris, Sean, Ramones, Eddie, Bobby, Ronnie, Brian, a New York Mets fan. Making Bank is here. Brandon is here. 2-2 pitch to Soto. Inside. Full count. Brandon, where are you watching us from? Are you in the U.S.? If so, what state are you in? Julian, you got it right. Let's go Mets. They got to get themselves this win. They got to get themselves this win. All right, here's a big pitch. 3-2 pitch to Soto. First and third, one out. Pickoff attempt. And he's going to check in on Ewing, and he's going to get back safely. Telling you, you cannot get picked off in that moment. You absolutely cannot get picked off at that moment. Absolutely not. It's a 3-2 pitch right now, though. 3-2 pitch to Soto's coming up. I don't think they're going to do another pickoff. Waka's up to 90 pitches. Here it is, a 3-2. Pickoff again. And Ewing gets back. Ewing does get back in. All right, folks, a big pitch. Here it is. Soto takes a ball. Bases are loaded. Bases are loaded right now. Soto draws a walk. And Bichette is coming up. And look, of course I want a single, a double. Of course, I would take a sacrifice fly. That's the absolute minimum right now. Absolute minimum. You gotta get the Mets a lead right now. Absolutely. You got to. You got to get the Mets a lead right now. You just got to. You got to get the Mets a lead. First pitch to Bichette. It's going to miss inside. 1 ball and no strikes. This could be Waka's last at bat batter. He's already up to 92 pitches. 92 pitches. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ooh, Bichette gets a pitch to hit, but fouls it back. That's going to be a 1-1 count. Julian says Dallas, Texas here. Shout out. I love Texas. I've been to Dallas. I've been to San Antonio. It's a great play. I actually lived in Texas for a few months before. Let's go Mets, man. Uh-oh. 1-1. Inside and tight. 2 balls and 1 strike. You called the sac fly. Stephen Curry, minimum. Absolute minimum a sac fly. Absolute minimum. Absolute minimum. 2-1 pitch right now to Bichette. Here it is. Bichette fouls it. Let's see here. Bichette hits that ball well to center field. That is going to get the run in. And that play is going to be made. And Beatty is going to score. Throw is going to go to third. And the Mets get a lead. And the Mets get a base hit. And Soto's going to score. And the Mets get a 2 RBI hit. And now the Mets lead it 5-2. Let's go, man. Mets lead it 5-2 right now. Benj gets a huge base hit. Let me go back. Look, I have fast forwarded. Benj hit a little blooper to center field and it dropped. The center fielder couldn't get to it. Let's go, man. Mets lead it now 5-2. Let's go. I might be a few. Yeah. Look, you are a few seconds ahead, but Stephen Curry, I had it. I could have gone forward, but I had it like rewinded by mistake. So now I'm up to speed. Alvarez takes a ball low, 1-0. So look, the Mets lead this game 5-2 now. They don't have the bases loaded though. Let me fix that up. They do have a runner at second base though, if I'm not mistaken. A good throw would have had Soto at third base. Strike 1. And actually, Benj is at third base. Good throw would have had Soto. Look, Soto and Lindor close to each other. Here's the 1-1 pitch right now. Alvarez swings and misses 1-2. Maybe the Mets aren't the worst team in the league. Look, the Mets aren't, guys. Like, I know they've been bad, but they are not. Like, all right. 1-2. Let me see the 1-2 pitch. Look, I'm not sure. All right. I'm going to go into this after. Let me see this 1-2 pitch. All right. He called time. Look, if the Mets all season long. Now, it sucks because A.J. Ewing and Benj will be here, but A.J. Ewing wouldn't be here. If the Mets had Robert Jr., Polanco, Clay Holmes, 1-2, Alvarez fouls it. if the Mets didn't have their players injured, I'm not saying the Mets are going to be drastically over 500, but I think they could be right at that 500 brink, like the Padres. I sincerely think that. And that changes everything. Being 14 under compared to at 500, Alvarez takes outside 2-2. Any of us right now, if the Mets being 15 games under 500, if we could switch that to being 500, all of us are going to take that. Gavin, you know it. I never thought the Mets were the worst. I just thought that everything went wrong. 2-2, Alvarez fouls it. I thought everything went wrong, and Stearns constructed a team that they didn't have people that could come up and help in the sense of on the roster. Even though Benj and Ewing have been good, but, you know, can't put everything on these guys. 2-2. That's going to be hit to left field. It's going to be a base hit. Alvarez has a base hit. That's going to get another run in. And now the Mets lead this game 6-2. A big fifth inning. And the Mets right now have themselves a 6-2 lead. Just like yesterday. Just like yesterday. The Mets were leading. The Mets were trailing. No. It was a tie game, 1-1. And the Mets found a way to get themselves, you know, a big inning. I think the guys we got were not good. Maybe Bo, but he's still all right. You know, we need to keep it up going. I agree. Let's go Mets. Kelly and New York Mets fan. Look, I know that the Mets are bad right now, but I'm sorry. With the talent on the roster, exactly. This team is not in sync. Look, I have nothing against Carlos Mendoza, but he wasn't helping. Can I put all the blame on him? No. But he wasn't really helping when things were like it. The pitching situation is an absolute joke. And, you know, the pitching is an absolute joke. And, you know, that's the situation we're in. Where the Mets are horribly bad. But, look, I think the Mets are better than this. I do. They're showing a flashback to June 3rd. Pedro Martinez pitching for the Mets. And the sprinklers come on at Shea Stadium. Bruh. I miss Pedro Martinez on the Mets. That 2006 season when he got injured, that's one of the reasons the Mets didn't win the World Series that year. That's one of the reasons. I know the Cardinals beat them, but man, they're just not in sync. They need to learn to play with each other. Still need a legit first baseman. I agree. Here is the reality. Playoffs are over, but statistically, we are still in it. Look, reality, I agree with that. We're not mathematically eliminated. We're not. The Mets, after this game, this is their 94th game. Is it? Yeah. 94th game. 94th game. The Mets, after this game, they have 68 games left. Is this going to happen? Probably not. But just saying, if the Mets in 68 games, is it going to happen? Probably not. A great chance not. 99 to none, it won't. But if the Mets found a way to go 48 and 20, 28 games over 500 in the last 68 games, look, we're talking about they could make the playoffs. Now, I don't think that's going to happen, but that's going to be hit to right field, and it's going to be another base hit. Alvarez is going to go first to third, Jared Young to second, and he's going to be safe. And that's going to be a double when the Mets have more going in this inning. Big inning, and Tyrone Taylor's about to come up. Ali Bateman says, now we can sweep the Red Sox. I hope, even though they've been playing better. They have to undo what they don't like. I agree with that. I made that point earlier a few days ago, Michael. The Mets lost 12 games in a row and 7. If you combine those two, that's 19 in a row. You got to cancel that out. If they can cancel those, if you take away those two stretches, the Mets are 500. Taylor, check swing, foul. But that's hard. Easier said than done. Mike, look, right now, I gotta say no. I don't think that they will make the playoffs, but they're not technically eliminated. They're not. You know? 0-1. Gavin, let's go. Love them to our rallies. I agree. Need the confidence back. I agree. I think it's the Eric Emmanuel collab that got them going. Bruh. BBS, I didn't even see that, honestly, BBS, but where should I check it out at? Here's the 1-1 pitch. Taylor pops it up, foul, out of play. Look, I'm gonna check somebody told me this the other day. Why do they call the 1969 Mets the Miracle Mets? I'm curious about that. Okay. The 1969 New York Mets earned the nickname Miracle Mets. I'm going to explain that to you in a minute. I don't know if any of you have ever done this research, but I'm going to do it and tell you. 1-2. Taylor hits it to right field, and it's going to just go foul. Wow. Because they unexpectedly transformed from perennial bottom dwellers into World Series champions. After enduring 7 losing seasons as an expansion franchise, the team overcame a 10-game mid-August deficit against the Chicago Cubs to win their division and then defeat the heavily favored Baltimore Orioles. Look, okay, 1969 to now, we're talking about 1969 to now, we're talking about what? Is that what, 57 years? 57 years? 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2. 57 years. What are the chances of the Mets overcoming another 10-game lead? It's hard, but Mets are not eliminated. They are not eliminated. It's as simple as that. They are not. If they did it in 69, it's possible. Now, a lot has to go right. Serious. A lot has to go right, but let's see, man. BBS, I'm telling you, I wasn't alive in 69, but I would have loved to see that. 2-2 pitch. Taylor doesn't swing. Full count. They didn't have any All-Stars except Seaver. So I'm saying, so, you know, look, I know that the Mets are struggling, but I feel like they are underachieving. Last time the Jets made the Super Bowl and won. BBS, I appreciate the follow. Yo, if I was alive in 69 and saw the Jets and the Mets win a World Series in the same year, oh my goodness. 3-2 pitch. Taylor hits it down the third base line, makes the throw, and he's going to be out. End of the inning. That's going to end the inning, folks, but the Mets get 10 runners to hit, and they have themselves a 6-2 lead. Now the bullpen, now the pitcher needs to do his job. Of course, my guy, you family, BBS, 100%. I appreciate it. To everyone saying playoffs can we worried about 500 first? That alone is a miracle. 100%. Look, all I'm saying is that Mets are not mathematically eliminated. They're not. But their work is cut out for them. And Eddie says, I was there. Oh, my God. I wish I was there, too. We got R. Rivera's here. Let's go, Mets. Colin is here. Bellin is here. Joe, Kelly, Zyconic or Z Iconic Browse is here. Got to give shout out to the people in their work. Al May, The Flow, New York Mets fan, Gavin, Michael, Julian, and J-Lo is here in the building. I could you not? It has to be a literally miracle. We dropped most of our series to the wildcard teams. I agree. You have to pray with the hottest team in baseball and pray so teams lose to even get the last spot. Look, I believe in miracles. I do. Now, I also know you got to provoke miracles. You got to. You got to provoke miracles. Let's see, man. Let's see what the Mets can do, man. I believe, though. Almy, you already know. You're here. You're in the building. In the building. It has to be once-in-a-lifetime miracle, and I'm telling you, Met fans are due for it. We are due for the once-in-a-lifetime miracle. We are. We are very, very much due for the once-in-a-lifetime miracle. All I got to say in that regard. We are due for it. So, The Mets. Would you like? Okay. Uh, and the Mets made the biggest upset against the Orioles. Okay. Excuse me. Sean Manaea hasn't pitched for about half an hour. Okay. Okay. The Mets on August 13th, grounded, foul, strike one. The September tornado on August 13th, the Mets trailed the powerhouse Chicago Cubs by a seemingly insurmountable 9.5 games. Instead of folding, the Mets staged an aggressive late season tear. That's hit foul. They won 38 of their final 49 games. That's a miracle right there. Including a dominant 24-8 record in September, sparked by a 10-game win streak. Strike three, one away from Sean Manaea. Look, that's what we need from the Mets. If we have any chance, the Mets in 1969, the Miracle Mets, they won 38 out of their last 49 games. I mean, that's a record of 38 and 11. 38 and 11, 27 games over 500. That's the type of thing we need. Is it possible? Yes, it's very hard though. What do you think about the news Subway is rehiring Jared Fogle? I'm gonna be honest with you. That ball's hit pretty well to right field. May be gone. Nope. Ben just right in front of the wall to make the play, 2 away. DY 7798. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know much about it. Can you give me more information, and then I could comment about it? Because I don't really know much about it. When is the trade deadline again? August 3rd. August 3rd. August 3rd. It ain't over till it's over, New York Mets fan. I agree. I agree. Here's the first pitch to Bobby Witt Jr. Misses outside, 1-0. Williams is a disaster. He hasn't been good, but he's been okay. I don't think he's been a disaster. He's been okay. In 69, 1-0, strike one. In 69, there was only 4 divisions, East and West, American and National. Hey, miracle still happened. Beat the Braves, then the Orioles. Huh. We're cooked. Hey. 1-1. Misses 2-1. He is getting out of prison, and I guess he is super buff now. And this could affect the Mets since they play in the Subway Series. I'm not even sure. I haven't heard anything about that. Let me Google that. When finish, yeah. This game should be finished in maybe another 30 to 45 minutes. Okay. My wife wants to come on the live stream, but I'm just preparing her so little by little she could get here. Little by little. 3-1 pitch. That's going to be sliced foul, full count right now. Yeah, I don't know much about this case. We got people saying hi to you, Peem, as well. J-Lo says hi to you from here, from TikTok. 3-2, fouled away. You heard? I don't think she heard me. He is getting out. Yeah, I don't know much about that, but look, what can I say? But J-Lo, definitely, I'll tell her you said hi, and I appreciate you sending the heart, J-Lo. Really appreciate you. Let's see here. And the Red Sox are only 3-2, actually. That's hit pretty well. But Taylor's there. And Taylor's going to make the play. And that's going to retire the side. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Manaea. And we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Jared Fogle. But yeah, honestly, I really can't comment about that. I don't know about that situation. And what can I say, you know? But we got that comment on YouTube. I got that comment on YouTube. Yeah, folks, look. The Mets, I would love to see a miracle Mets season, I'm telling you. 2024 was a miracle, but it also job wasn't finished. Job wasn't finished, and, you know, that's not good enough. I want to see the job finish, you know? I want to. So, and the job finish is not getting to a World Series, but it's winning it. You know, so we're gonna have to see. As it stands, again, the Mets are 12 games out of a wild card spot, and that's a lot. That's a lot of games. But let's see. I mean, the Miami Marlins and Philadelphia Phillies and the Cubs have the 3 wild card spots. You know, but let's see, folks. It ain't over till it's over. I 100% I agree with that saying. It ain't over till it's over. It is not over till it's over. Let's see here right now. Shout out to the people that are with us on Facebook. Shout out to all of you right now for being here and for representing. Look, folks, if you're on TikTok, wherever you're at, I encourage all of you to check out my YouTube and subscribe there. Little by little on YouTube, we're getting closer to 1K followers. So I ask all of you for that help and that support if you can go there. Let's see here right now. All right, there we go. Yep, J-Lo, I agree. Mets got to hold this lead. Mets 100% have to hold this lead. Making Bank, are you there? Making Bank, let me know if you're there. First pitch is going to be 1 out in the inning, the bottom of the 6th. Making Bank, are you there? Let me know. Making Bank, are you there? Making Bank, are you there? Let me know. Pim. Somebody here says hi to you, okay? They say hi to my wifey. Is it raining right now? Okay. Making Bank, I have some news for you. You want the good news or the bad news first, Making Bank? JLO, my wife, says hi to you as well. Colin says we need a big trade deadline. Okay. Stephen Curry makes and banks. Hey! Strike 2. Yeah, the Mets offense right now is functioning. It's just the pitching. You know? It's the pitching. It's definitely the pitching. 41 runs in 5 games. 0-2. Terrens. He's going to be thrown out at first. 2 away. So, yeah, I'm here. Need that practice canceled. Making Bank. All right, Making Bank, what's the verdict right now? But you haven't told me. Do you want the good or the bad? Do you want the good or the bad? You have to let me know, Making Bank. Do you want the good or the bad first? Good news or the bad news? You got to let me know. AJ Ewing right now, he is batting at the moment. Leadoff hitter. First pitch is going to be a ball. 1 ball, no strike. 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, it's raining a lot over here as well. I'll take the bad first. Okay. So, the bad news, Making Bank. Ewing hits it to the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. 1-2-3 inning. 3 quick outs. So, we're going now to the 7th inning. Look, the bad news is I still won't be able to do the whole game. I still won't. The good news is I will be able to do more than just the 20 minutes. My practice just got moved from outdoors to indoors. So instead of having to leave at 4:20, I can do my live, honestly, till maybe 5 o'clock, 5:15 maybe. Maybe even 5:15. So while I'm not going to do the whole game, I could probably do what? First 45 minutes plus maybe getting to the hydration break. I could probably be getting to the hydration break. And then, you know, it's that. So the good news, that's the good and the bad. The good is I can do a lot more of the game, most of the game. The bad news is still not everything. Soto get any hits, lives, Instacart adventures? No, Soto still is hitless in this game, but I think he drew 2 walks. Let me tell you here really fast. And the Braves and Pittsburgh are in a rain delay. I wonder if the Mets are about to get in a rain delay. Anybody in New York, is there any rain in the forecast over there? Please let me know. Let me know if there's any rain in the forecast over there. Yeah, Soto, he's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. No hits for Soto yet. Sandman is here. Joe New York Mets is here. What's bad, Joe? Oh, the bad. Okay, yeah. So those are the news there. It's not raining right now, but it's cloudy. Okay. In Canada, Toronto is raining a lot. We got J-Lo here, Eddie, Ramon is Berlin, Ramirez is here, Matt is also here, Julian, Michael Cepeda, Eli, New York Mets fan, El Tito, Joe, New York Mets, Eddie, Gus Lopez, Gizzy, and Colin are here. First pitch to Salvador Perez, out in front of that, strike one. No balls and 1 strike right now. Making Bank says, fair enough. That's basically the first half. Oh, I'll be able to do more than the first half. Maybe even the beginning of the second half. 0-1. That's hit pretty well to right field. But Benj is there to make that play 1 away. You in Canada? Yes, sir. I'm in Toronto right now. In Toronto. Tomorrow, wow, Sonny Gray. I didn't know Sonny Gray was this good. Sonny Gray is 10-1 for the Red Sox. 2.61 ERA. He's going to be against Nolan McLean. Wow, I did not know Sonny Gray was that good. 1 away in this inning, though. I'm in North Carolina. NC, let me tell you how weird weather is. Ball outside to the ex-Met, the Met favorite, Starling Marte. It's here. It's sunny outside, and you can hear thunder. Wow, that's unbelievable. 1-0 pitch. Marte early, fouls it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sandman, I also appreciate you sending me the heart. We got a heart from Sandman, J-Lo, J-Rod, and Granddaddy sent the rose. I appreciate all of you. Here is the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch right now to Marte. That's going to be fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes right now. 1 ball and 2 strikes right now, folks. Look, on TikTok, folks, we're right there. 25 more followers away from hitting 1,800. 1-2 pitch. Grounded, foul again. 25 more followers on TikTok from hitting 1,800. 1,800. And on YouTube, we are, let me see where we're at with YouTube still. YouTube, we are at, let me see the 1-2 pitch first. Foul back again. On YouTube, we're still at 814 subs. But little by little, we are getting up there. And again, I appreciate all the support. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. To Marte. Swing and a miss. Marte strikes out. That is going to be the 2nd out of the inning. Those desserts look really good, man. I didn't enter that giveaway in time. No, Making Bank, you did. You're in it. You commented on it. You commented on that post, so you're in it. Look, folks, I have a giveaway on Instagram and on YouTube right now. Check my most recent video to see how to enter it. Of course, you have to be in the U.S. Strike, swing, and a miss. It's about the Knicks. But also, what I will say is, I'm going to do it on TikTok. Today, I'm going to make a post on TikTok for the giveaway. 0-1. I have made it, strike 2. I made it some time ago, but then I had to delay it. It was some technical issues on my side that I messed up. And I'm going to repost it on TikTok. So, you know, all of you could be alert with that. Here's the 0-2 pitch right now. Misses inside 1 and 2. Supposed to rain later, and it's still going to be 95 plus. It's like acid rain. Wow. East Coast is getting hit hard with rain all week. Yeah. 1-2. Hit well to right field. Down the line. Out of play. It's going to go foul. Clay Holmes is in the dugout right now for the Mets. Some bullpen sessions. Recovering from a broken leg. So, still a while. But sometime in August, they're hoping he could come back. Yeah, it's supposed to rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's supposed to be clean. So, maybe one of the Mets games could be a double header. Maybe. Maybe. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now to Lofton. That's hit pretty well. And that's going to be a base hit in front of Oh. Come on, Soto. It's going to be A single, but an error on Soto for his laziness. Come on, Soto. That's too lazy. That's a bad look right there. It's a base hit. Soto overruns it with that lazy. I guarantee you this is going to be on the news later. Come on, Soto. You can't do that stuff. That's just ugly right there. It's a single and an error. Come on, Soto. I'm over summer. I'm ready for the snow and football, bruh. First pitch to Caglione, swing and a miss, strike one. Shout out to Anthony ROD for the follow. A few days ago in New York City, it was 99 degrees, and I had an extreme thunderstorm at 8 p.m. Wow. 0-1. Misses 1-1 right now. OMG from J-Lo, I'm telling you. Just take a look at the second half schedule for the Mets. We are cooked. Here's the 1-1 pitch right now. 1-1 pitch right now. Here it is. That's going to be a base hit. So Caglione has a base hit, and the Royals will get a run back. So Soto, with his dumb error, it turns out to be a run. Come on, Manaea. Get one more out. Give him this one out. After the Mets play, they have to play near perfect baseball. Let me take a look at the Mets schedule. Okay. Let's go to, I'm going to do the resting of July. Okay. After July, they got the Phillies. Look, Mets got to beat the Phillies, man. I don't care, man. After the Phillies, they got the Brewers. That's going to be tough. Then they got the Dodgers. That's going to be tough as well. Then they got the Braves. The Mets have done okay with the Braves. Okay. And they got the Marlins. I'm sorry. Those division matchups, you got to win a lot of those games. Then they got the Guardians. They're not that great, but they're okay. The Pirates. Then they got the Braves. Then they got the Nationals. Then they got the Padres. Then they got the White Sox. Then they got the Brewers. Then they got the Astros. Then they got Tampa Bay. Then they got the Giants. Then they got the Marlins, Yankees, Orioles, Phillies, Rangers, and Nationals. Look, can I be honest? I ain't mad. If it was bad teams that they were playing, people would say, oh, they only made it because they play bad teams. Let's see, man. Here's the first pitch to Isaac Collins. Misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes right now. Yeah, so let's see. I saw an article that over 2,000 people have died in France because of a heat wave. Wow. That's going to miss inside 2-0. Condolences to those people. That stuff like that's tough, man. It's definitely tough when stuff like that happens, you know. 2-0 pitch. Fouled away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Come on, Manaea. Get one more. One more out. Just get that one more out here, Manaea. One more. One more out, Manaea. Mets had a 5-run inning for the 3rd time in the last 5 games. It's good. It's helpful. 2-1 pitch. 3-1. Mets have no more challenges. Yeah, that's what happens when you waste stupid challenges early in the game. But Terren's still got to know that we got no more challenges. Three one. Ball 4. Yeah, Manaea's going to come out of this game. Royals are going to have the tying run at base right now. Chill. Come on, MT Collects. Chill. To me, it's the way the team is built. Like, if we make the playoffs, give me three pitchers that can go 5. 5. Damn. I wish the standard wasn't 5. I wish the standard was 6, you know? Mets Yankees World Series. Can you imagine that, user? Good start for Manaea. Look, for it to be a good start, he got to get this out right here. You cannot give up a 3-run home run right now. Not even a single or a double. You just can't do it right now. Royals aren't coming back. That's my team. I know better, bruh. Shows a bunt. Torrens makes the throw. What is he doing, Tolbert? Bunting with first and second with 2 outs. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Lord. Wow. But, yo, MT Collects, damn. bunting with runners at first and second, the pitcher's throwing balls, and you bunt the first pitch. Oh my goodness. That right there is like, yo, if I'm the manager, look, what the hell are you doing? We're going to have to bench you for that, man. Oh my goodness. Playoffs from Taz Loco with the Puerto Rico. Hey, I respect the Puerto Rico flag. Roberto Clemente, Boricua, ya tu sabe. Anything's possible. Royals, boy. Good for the Mets, J-Lo. I'm telling you. I have no words to explain that. Oh my goodness. He betted against the team. I'm telling you, that right there. Look, with what we saw with the guy Malik Beasley from the NBA, what he was doing with some of those moments, it's like, oh my goodness, that right there, jeez. And Tolbert swinging the bat well. Why bunt? I feel like you would. That seriously feels like bet scandal. When you talk about the pitcher Emmanuel Clase, this guy was a good pitcher. This guy's intentionally throwing balls. That's just unbelievable right there. Telling you, it's no joke. Absolutely no joke. But hey, I take it, man. I take it. Casey's here. Frank, MT Collects, Claudio, James, Ramones, Cello, Julian, Eddie, New York Mets fan, Carpenter, Michael, J-Lo. Shout out to all of you right now, folks. All of you that are here right now. We got people, on YouTube with us. We got people right now on Twitch with us. I appreciate every single one of you being here with us right now. Shout out to all of you folks. 100% shout out to all of you folks. Appreciate you all being here. It's really, really good to have people with us. Really, really good. Really, really good having people being here with us in these games. Sean Manaea goes 7. Juan Soto's up right now. First pitch, strike 1. Fouled back by Soto, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch right now to Juan Soto. Here it is. Soto takes low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes right now. 1 ball and 2 strikes right now, folks. Soto makes up for the error, and that ball is out of here. Juan Soto solo home run, and the Mets now lead it back 7-3. Mets are back up, and let's go. And they showing a fan that caught the ball 435 feet. Juan Soto, way to make up for the error. Kansas for the win, Claudio? I don't think so. I think the Mets will take this. I love Soto. Please strike out. Nope, Soto got a home run. I can see the Mets messing the lead up with Derek White. Oh! Shooting God Live is here. Nah, chill. Shooting God Live, I know him since the NBA playoffs. He calls me Derek White. Even though my beard is not as dark now, but he calls me Derek White. Manaea hasn't been doing good, but he's doing better than what he produced last year. I agree. And he's way better than what Senga or Peterson were doing. Bichette pops it up. That is going to be the first out of the inning to right. 1 away. Out of here. Let's go, J-Lo. Jimmy says the Mets are great. Hey, Jimmy, that's really nice of you. Born and raised in L.A., living in Phoenix. Jimmy, that's nice of you, man. Really nice of you. Calling the Mets great. Soto strikes again. Julian, I also appreciate the follow. 23 followers away from hitting 1,800 on TikTok. Little by little, we're growing, folks. Here's the first pitch to Benj. Benj has a base hit the other way. Another 2-hit game. Man, folks, Carson Benj's average is almost up to 270. You remember when Carson Benj was hitting almost 150? hitting almost 150. And he, you know, he's right on the brink of 270. He may be at 270 now, Carson Bench. 6 for 9 in this series. Alvarez is up now. First pitch. He hits a double play ball. End of the inning. That was off the end of the bat. Soto hits a home run, but that's the ending of the inning. We are going now to the 8th inning. Manaya, 7 innings, 2 earned runs. Hey, I take it. I take it. Yeah, so the Mets, look, AJ Ewing, he's hitting 279. On base, 357. Slugging, 448. You take that from him. Soto hitting 297. On base is 414, which is elite. Slugging is 579. Bichette, not great yet, but look, it's gotten better. He's hitting 256. On base is better, 299, and slugging not good, 377. Benj, his average is arguably at 270 right now. On base is 332, and his slugging is 412. Alvarez, look, I'm gonna start with me. I've expressed frustration with Francisco Alvarez a lot this year. But based on his numbers, he's hitting 252 right now. His on base is 315, and he's slugging 421. Look, Alvarez is not bad. And yesterday I talked about the catcher's ratings. Average-wise, he's in the middle of the pack, maybe even a little higher. The only thing that frustrates me about Alvarez is his mentality and his laziness as a catcher defensively. But there are too many times where he has an important at-bat and he's just swinging at nonsense, you know, chasing, and it's annoying to see. But I got to give him some credit for his numbers, you know. Brett Beatty, he's hitting 219, so we can't give anything there, but he's been better. You know, Texas winning today or not? Let me check that. Stephen Curry says Jets leading the Chiefs 7-3, bruh. Who Texas plays? Let me take a quick look real fast. Let me see who are the Rangers playing today. Barazaban's coming in the game right now. Yankees are leading 10-3 right now over the Rays. Big win for them. So the Angels and the Rangers, I think the Rangers will take it tonight. The Texas Rangers. At least they scored exactly, J-Lo. Soto and Taylor carrying the team, bruh. Strike one from Brazaban. Brazaban needs a good outing. He's been struggling lately. He on the juice, bruh. Chill. Yes, sir. Congrats, bro. That's awesome. I'm trying to get to 2K myself. Strike two, yeah. MT collects, almost there. Little by little. We just got to keep going. Gavin, I appreciate you sharing the live. 0-2 pitch. Here it is. Strike three. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 3 outs. I'd be the first one to say I was wrong about Carson Bench. Another thing, where is Francisco Lindor? Why is he sitting? Look, all right, Bench, I was a little annoyed with things you saw from him early, but he made an adjustment in his batting stance. They've talked about it, and I'm happy about that adjustment. But I was somebody early in the season, and I was telling Met fans, strike one, I was telling Met fans, chill, give him time. I was saying that all March, all April, all May, and Benj, I'm really happy for him. Lindor, look, Michael, 0-1, misses. Lindor's not 100%. He's not. I'm telling you, he's not. Lindor is still feeling pain in the calf. I'm telling you. That's why, personally, you got to protect him. 1-1. Fouled. 1-2. So, he's not 100%. They're trying to rest him and recover him as much as possible. And I respect that. The way he's been running, he is not a threat on the bases now. It is kind of hard for catchers to hit because they sit on their knees while playing defense. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Brazaban, 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. Yeah, Jayla, they play the Angels. Thanks for that. And I do think the Rangers will win. Lindor and Polanco are sitting because they don't want to overwork them. It sucks that that's the case, but look, we need those guys healthy. That is why I say we should push heavy for Fernando Tatis, because at his worst, he is a 300 hitter. Hey, I won't be mad at the trade. I wouldn't. Oh, for Bobby Witt pops it up. Out of play. How old is Fernando Tatis? Let me check that out. How old is Fernando? Fernando Tatis Jr. is 27. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. He's a strike away from striking out the side. Look, Michael Cepeda, I can 100% agree with that. You're getting a player that's 27 years old that fits Soto's timeline as well. You know, I can support that, you know. 0-2 pitch. Popped up, out of play. Joe, I appreciate the follow. Joe with the follow. I appreciate you. We are at 1,778 followers now. Little by little, folks. Deb is here. Will Syra is here. Frank, Julian, MT Collects. Eddie, New York Mets fan. Michael and J-Lo is here. Frank is also here. Here's the 0-2 pitch right now from Bobby Witt Jr. 0-2. That ball is hit high in the air, but Soto's there. And Soto's going to make that play, and that's going to end the inning. Side retired. So, look, the Mets are coming up to hit in the bottom of the 8th, and then they need 3 more outs, and they will win this game. MT Collects, 100%. Appreciate it. So, look, folks, what am I going to do? We're live right now. You know, the Mets hit, then they need 3 outs. Mets winning this game. I'm going to get off the live maybe around 3:30-ish, 3:45. And then I'm going to come back by 4 to do the World Cup game. And I will be able to do more of the FIFA World Cup today. My practice from outdoors got switched to indoors. And I'm closer to my indoor facility than I am my outdoor. So, you know, I'll be able to stay longer for the FIFA World Cup. I'll at least do minimum the first half. Minimum. Let's see there. Look, folks, and again, please, I emphasize, I'm live on TikTok, but can I be honest with you? One of the places that I'm really pushing the most is YouTube. So I ask all of you, if you're on TikTok, for example, Michael, Starry, MT Collects, J-Lo, if you are able, Eddie, if you are Ramones, if you are able to go onto my YouTube, it's the same name. Look, it's right above. All of them have the same name above the scoreboard on TikTok. At Higher Expectation Sports. That's the at. But the name of the page on YouTube is at Higher Expectation Sports Talk. So I ask all of you if you could subscribe there and continue to help the channel grow. Going for the first series win in almost a month. Beans, I'm telling you. And if the Mets could win this series and then win the series against the Red Sox, psychologically, that does a lot, in my opinion. Who has the better record out of these two teams? J-Lo, the Mets have a better record by 1 game. Mets winning this game, they'll be 2 games better than the Royals. 2 games. And J-Lo, I appreciate you. I'll follow on YouTube. I don't have Instagram, brother. So good. In YouTube, folks, I'm really, really pushing for Instagram. For YouTube. We're at right now 814 subs. 815 now. Not sure if that was J-Lo there, but we're at 815 now. The Ramones, actually, I just followed on YouTube. So, look, I appreciate all of that. Ball 1 to Jared Young. He grounds that next pitch to the pitcher. Pitcher's going to take it himself. Nice play by the pitcher. 1 away. Uh-oh. And Jared Young may be hurt right now. Jared Young may be hurt right now, folks. He says he's okay, but he's limping a little bit. The pitcher dove for first base. Jared Young has to jump over him, and he landed kind of awkwardly, and you could hear him yell. Oh. Yeah, what the first baseman did, yeah, he grabbed his knee. Oh, my goodness. The pitcher is so damn clumsy of him. So clumsy of the YouTube pitcher right there. So clumsy of the Royals pitcher, all jokes aside. My goodness, it's 1 out. I hope Jared Young is okay, folks. J-Lo, I got you. I'll follow on YouTube. Ramona says, I just followed. If the Mets hang on and win tonight and sweep the Sox, we could be in a good position for the second half. Stephen Curry, I agree. Starry says, hi. Trinidad in the house supporting your YouTube channel. Starry, I really, really appreciate it. Little by little, we're getting there. Little by little. On YouTube, we still got 815 right now, but on YouTube, it's the same name, at Higher Expectation Sports Talk. TikTok doesn't let you post links, so I can't really post a link in the chat. But at least Starry, I appreciate you following also on TikTok. But yeah, I won't be able to post a link in the website in the comment section for TikTok. But my name for YouTube is also on my profile on TikTok. Here's the first pitch to Tyrone Taylor. Is going to miss inside. 1 ball and no strikes. No balls and 1 strike. I do hope Jared Young is okay. Tyrone Taylor hits that ball pretty well. And that is going to go fair. Fair ball. Double by Tyrone Taylor. Tyrone Taylor didn't start this game, but has the second extra base hit of the game. Tyrone Taylor's home run arguably changed the whole game. His home run changed everything. Yup, just a fair. How about that? Tyrone Taylor doing a really, really good job with his opportunity to play right now. Really, really good opportunity. And yeah, Tyrone Taylor's in this game. Mark Vientos got injured, getting hit by a pitch on the hand. And AJ Ewing's playing second base, folks. All right. Brett Baty's up, who continued his 9-game hitting streak. Brett Baty's on a 9-game hitting streak right now, folks. Here is the first pitch to Baty. Misses outside. 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes right now. 1 ball and no strikes right now. Let us see here. We got Jason Fitz is here. Kevin, Frank, MT Collects. J-Lo, New York Mets fan, Michaels, Baty. Strike 1. Devin Williams is in the bullpen. Jordan is there. Shout out to all of you right now. Let me see something here really fast. Yankees are up 10-4 now on the Rays. Their Rays are maybe trying to mount a little rally. 1-1. Baty takes low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Braves are up 6-4 versus the Pirates. Cleveland is up 2-1. The Red Sox are up 2-0 over the White Sox. Xavier Curry is also in the bullpen right now. He's also in the bullpen right now. Xavier Curry. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to be sliced foul by Brett Baty late. 2 balls and 2 strikes right now. MT Collects, I really, really appreciate you for just following on YouTube. Sean Manaea is online for a win. His first win as a starter since July of last year. Incredible. 2-2. Baty strikes out. 2 away. Sean Manaea is trying to get his first win as a starter in a calendar year, pretty much. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And look, he's been better. He hasn't been great. He hasn't been like he was in 2024, but he's been better. Yeah, we just got 2 more subs. I believe that's J-Lo and MT Collects. I appreciate all of you. Some people tell me they like how my YouTube presentation looks better than my TikTok. Strike 1. Oh, to Terrence, that's going to be a ball. Some people tell me they like the YouTube's setup better than the Facebook one. I mean, better than the TikTok one. But hey, what can we say? Here's the 1-0 pitch right now to Terrence. Terrence takes inside 2-0. Manaea low-key figuring things out lately. I agree, Beans. I 100% agree with that. He's been a lot better. And look, Mets, if I'm the Mets, that's going to be check, swing, foul. Look, if I'm the Mets, Beans, Michael Cepeda, even Michael Cepeda said it, the Mets cannot be doing these bullpen games and letting Kodai Senga into these high leverage moments. You could put him into blowouts or when the Mets are down by runs, but you cannot be putting this guy into close games. They need to bring Zach Thornton up. Am I sitting here, 2-1, strike 2? Am I saying that Zach Thornton is the permanent solution? No. But Christian Scott, Nolan McLean, Freddie Peralta, even how bad he is, I don't expect him to give up 10 runs every game. I expect him to be C minus, C plus pitcher. 2-2, ball, full count. And also, Manaya, those 4 pitchers are doing okay. They're giving us a chance if the offense is good. Now, you got to bring Zach Thornton in. His last start versus the Phillies, he gave up 1 run in 6 innings, 3-2. It's a walk there. Terrence is on base. AJ Ewing is going to be hitting again. So, you got him there. Bring him up for a start. Come on. So you're not doing that. Now, I'm not saying he's the long-term solution. But what I'm saying is that he's better than a bullpen game. Let me tell you what they need to do with Kodai Senga. Either bring him down to AAA, or if he doesn't want, write him a check and tell him to boop, boop. Come on, Michael Cepeda. I felt your frustration with that. Come on now. Here's the first pitch. AJ Ewing swings and misses, strike 1. I felt your frustration with that. Senga cannot be on this team if they want to be serious. Look, I agree. I want to see how much more he has on his contract. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. AJ Ewing's down in the count. What is left on Kodai Senga's MLB contract? Let me check that out real fast. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. Ewing strikes out on 3 pitches, and we are going to the 9th inning. Mets are looking to get themselves a win. So Kodai Senga has 1 full season and $15 million in guaranteed based on his contract. He is currently, look, Kodai Senga, $15 million for next year. Look, that's not that bad. Honestly, it's not that bad. Now, maybe the Mets would have to eat half of it, but they could trade this guy. Serious. If a team, look, I think a team could want Kodai Senga. Serious. A contender, probably not. But I think a team would want Kodai Senga. Don't be surprised if the Dodgers want Kodai Senga. Serious. I could see $15 million is not that bad. Nathan is here. Ice cold. We got J24. Just subscribe. We already know J24. We already know who that is. Appreciate the subscription on YouTube. Appreciate it. What do you on TikTok? What do you all think? Those of you that have gone to my YouTube channel and you've seen it. Do you like the TikTok better, the vertical, or do you like horizontal? Let me know. I'm curious about that. Let me know what you think. For those of you that have seen both my TikTok horizontal, vertical, and my YouTube horizontal, what do you say about that? And Stephen Curry just put breaking news: Kawhi Leonard's trade is not official into the NBA. The NBA investigates it over in Los Angeles. Really? Whoa. Star Wars says, New York Mets fan says YouTube is better. Okay. Well, okay, so then New York Mets fan, at least from, I don't know if you're, when somebody's on YouTube, you don't know if they're on YouTube unless they comment. You won't know. But I know I do see you most of the time on TikTok. What makes you stay on TikTok than Facebook? Just curious, just to see what people think. That helps, knowing what your audience prefers. And like what my channel is today, folks, you all have no idea. I really want to make this channel better. I do. Little by little, I want to make this channel better. I do. Little by little. And, I got to keep doing that. I got to keep believing in that and making it better little by little. So, that stuff's curious. I go on TikTok more. Okay, so you use TikTok more. Lindor's coming out to play shortstop right now. Okay, Lindor's playing shortstop for this last inning. First pitch from Devin Williams, strike 1. Devin Williams is in. I normally watch creators on TikTok, and YouTube is more so for music videos. Okay, shout out MT. I like YouTube better because it looks more clean, especially the score box from Beans. All right, 0-1. Grounded. That's gonna be Jared Young making the play, one away. Look, Jared Young, he's still playing in this game. He's at first base. They get the one out. Hey, no problem. I like to know what people think because I'm live on multiple platforms so people can have options. And look, YouTube, I think the more you grow on YouTube, I think it could be more better because I think YouTube is a company more established. But I'll be honest, TikTok, for example, the most views I've ever had on YouTube in a live event was 10,000. That's the most views I've ever had on a live. That was the Knicks finals game. I don't remember which one. 10K. That's the most I've ever had. First pitch, swing and a miss, and the helmet falls off. Now, TikTok, the most views I've had on TikTok is like 70,000. So TikTok has pushed my content more than YouTube. And again, on TikTok, the most views I've ever had on one live, 01, strike two, it's like 70,000 views in one live. On YouTube, the most is like 10K. So, I use both, but I vice versa check what people think and the opinions filed away. Because I like getting people's opinions. That's the thing about me. Like, I'm a big person on whatever I do, try to get people's opinions and stuff like that. Talk to people, get their feedback. For me, that stuff is really, really important. Heavily important. Heavily important. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Rojas. He's pinch hitting right now. Did he go? Nope, he stopped the swing in time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. J-Lo says, okay, I don't use YouTube a lot. Okay, respect. TikTok is where you can chat better and easier with followers, though. Okay, here's the 1-2 pitch right now. Strike 3. That's going to be 2 outs. Devin Williams is 1 out away. I'm going to the Mets versus the Sox tomorrow. Jarrett for New York City. Let's go. You in for a good one. Nolan McLean versus Sonny Gray. Good matchup. Julian, 100%. Julian, hey, the Mets, they doing what I thought they were going to do. I thought they were going to win. You put 100 on it. You got 5 on it. And they're going to get the win. Here's the pitch. That's going to miss inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Julian, shout out to you. Let me see here. Yankees are now leading 11-4. The Pirates are now down by a run with the Braves, 6-5. Here's the pitch from Devin Williams. That's going to be popped up. Is that going to stay in play? No. Out of play. 1-1. We're an out away. Kiko says, I'm sorry, but the Royals are actually the worst team this year. I'm shocked by that. But yeah, they're definitely struggling a lot. But hey, a win's a win. After they scored 16 runs against the Mets Monday, and the Mets could have arguably swept this series. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit. Foul ball. After the Mets scored 12 runs, they could have swept this series. I take the series win. If you ever buy a card from me during my lives. Oh, wait. If you ever buy a card from me during my lives, I'll hook you up. I sell Pokemon cards and sports cards. That's interesting right there. My, let me say this pitch, see this pitch, and I'll respond. 1-2, misses 2-2. My nieces, they like Pokemon cards, so I might have to check. I'm gonna have to check out your work more. MT Collects 100%. I thought Sonny Gray was on the Cardinals. No, the Sonny Gray that I saw, for the Red Sox. 2-2 pitch, grounded. That's gonna be a base hit. 2-out single right there. Shout out to James Hopkins for the follow. Kiko says they molly-whopped the Phillies also. J-Lo, how do you rate this pitcher? Devin Williams, look, in his first season with the Mets, I'm giving him a C+ at the moment. He hasn't been terrible all the time. He's had some moments where you're like, he seems a little fragile in his mentality. When he gets into trouble or an error, he gets bad. But here's the first pitch right now to Caglione. Misses. And the runner's gonna just take second base. Ball 1. Defensive indifference. Julian, I do think the Rangers will win. But yeah, I give Devin Williams a C plus, J-Lo. I think he's been okay. C plus, maybe a C around there. 1-0 pitch. That's going to be fouled away, 1-1. Now, if he gives up a 2-run home run now, I'm going to have to go C minus. Check us out, bro. We sell slabs too, like graded cards. Respect MT Collects. I'm after 100%. Check it out. Williams starting to scare me. He's been a little bad as of late, but he's had some okay moments. Braves, yep, they're up. Williams has had his moments, but I don't think he's as bad as ERA says. That's what I'm saying. That's why I could give him a C plus. C plus is not that good. 1-1, misses inside, 2-1. It's not that good, but it's okay to me, in my opinion. I don't know how much, laugh out loud, just learning from these lives. All right, J-Lo, what's your baseball background? Like, what's your main sport? Is baseball your main sport? NBA? I think the NBA is your main sport. What's your background with sports? What got you into it? 2-1, 3-1. Come on, Devin Williams, don't walk this guy. What's your background with sports? What's gotten you into sports? Okay, Paco's here, Jess is here, Frank. Another 100 on it too. Okay, Julian. Showing confidence now. Here's the 3-1 pitch right now. Grounded it to the second baseman. That's going to do it. Ball game is over. So, after the Mets lose the first game of this series scoring 12 runs, they find a way to win the last 2 games and win their first series in about 25 days. The last time the Mets won a series was at Citi Field versus the Braves. The Mets move to a 21-25 record at home now. And it's about time. Look, at an absolute minimum, the Mets are 21-25 at home now. 4 games under 500 at home. I don't care, man. The Mets need to finish the season at a home record. They need to finish it over 500, well over 500. Come on, man. The Mets got to. They got to. I like to see Weaver as closer, huh? Basketball, NBA, and WNBA. Okay, J-Lo. When I was growing up as a child, I used to watch the WNBA a lot with the New York Liberty, Teresa Weatherspoon. She was a problem. They never won the WNBA finals, but they came close, and the Liberty won a championship a few years ago. Thanks, boss, for the pick. Julian, 100%, man. Appreciate you. I did play softball, but not for long. Okay, shout out to you there, J-Lo. Mets win, you know it. Tay Suave, let's go. AJ Ewing definitely turned into my favorite player. Let's go. Mets are finally turning it around. J-Rod, the most exciting thing has been the offense. The offense has been good. The offense. They showing the camera angle of them giving fives to each other. Hey, come on. Slap hand. Like the water boy. Slap hand. Gavin, hey, win the series versus the Red Sox. Got Clay Holmes restart. Starts after the break, I believe, sadly. Clay Holmes is probably not till like August, but I kind of called it though. All right, J-Rod. Look, folks. All right, look. I want to stick around now, but I have to. Let me go there. Look, I'm going to be back for 4 p.m. the live stream of the soccer game. The FIFA World Cup. We are going to have France versus Morocco, and I'm going to be back for that. So, look, I'll be back for it, but what I'm going to say is right now is that I'm going to get off the live. I'm going to get off, and I'll be back for 4 p.m. So, you know, as much as they lose, they don't look excited enough for the win, bruh. Pittsburgh winning today or no, Julian? Look, yesterday I picked Pittsburgh. They are down 6-5 now in the bottom of the 7th. They still have a chance. I picked them yesterday. I'm saying like this like we aiming for the playoffs, have to sweep the Red Sox. But what are those odds? Very slim. But look, just take 2 out of 3. I'll take it. Look, folks, thank you all so much for the support. Like, share, subscribe. I'll be back in about 25 minutes or so doing the FIFA World Cup, France versus Morocco. Thank you all for the support. I'll be back. Yep, MT Collects, J-Lo, Michael, New York Mets fan, Eddie, Frank, Julian, Alfredo, Making Bank, Brandon, whoever's on YouTube with us. And those of you that were on TikTok but you subscribe to me on YouTube, thank you all so much. All right, I'll be back very, very soon for the FIFA World Cup. See you all.